Hello, my friends, hello, and welcome once again to Stately Vaughan Manor, where Roger and I have returned because I got some mail. I got some mail a couple days ago, and I'm going to show you the mail I got because, of course, it's books. I got books in the mail, Roger. I got books. And I got two packages from two different people who very kindly sent me these books. Since I can't buy books myself at the moment, every once in a while, other people send me books. I didn't ask for these, they just showed up. But I'm not, I'll take them. I'll take them. So I know on BookTube that when you get a package of books, you're supposed to unbox it on camera. But I didn't. I unboxed them already because I didn't want to wait the 2 days to find out, because I had to wait 2 days before I could film this. I didn't want to wait to find out what was in the boxes. So I just unboxed them off camera, which means the BookTube police will probably come and knock down my door and drag me out and I'll vanish, which is the kind of thing that happens nowadays, unfortunately. But I took the risk. And now I'm going to show you what I got. Because I got some great stuff, Roger. I got some cool stuff. And the first box I received was from Steve Donoghue, the great Steve Donoghue, who I'm sure if you are watching me, you probably watch Steve as well. I will link his channel down below if you don't, though, because he's fantastic. And you should check out Steve. And Steve's favorite thing to do is to go to the Brattle bookstore in Boston, which I've been to with Steve. And it is fantastic. It's a great bookstore. Could be the greatest bookstore. And there's always good stuff there, And he saw some things that he knew I would like. And so he couldn't resist buying them and shipping them off my way. And he sent me 4 books, and they're all fantastic. So let's take a look at them. Let's take a look at what Steve sent me from the Brattle. The first thing is really, really awesome. That's this. This is the drawings of J. Allen St. John. And J. Allen St. John illustrated a bunch of books by Edgar Rice Burroughs. I love Edgar Rice Burroughs. And Edgar Rice Burroughs loved J. Allen St. John. St. John was his favorite illustrator. And so he illustrated a ton of Edgar Rice Burroughs stories. And so a lot of what is in this book are his illustrations for those stories. And they're fantastic. A lot of these, when I was going through them, I realized I'd never seen. He just was a fantastic illustrator. And he was perfect. He was perfect for illustrating Edgar Rice Burroughs books. Just perfect for those stories. And that's what Edgar Rice Burroughs thought. So he kept employing him. And so we get a lot of really wonderful drawings in this book. And it's just lovely. Just tons of great stuff. Also, in the back of the book, towards the back of the book, you have a bunch of the illustrations that he did for other pulp writers in the pulp magazine. So you get more than just his Edgar Rice Burroughs work in this book. Bunch of other really, really cool stuff. I mean, this guy was great. He must have influenced Frank Frazetta, I think. Blitzkrieg in the past. That looks cool. I wouldn't mind reading that story. By John York Cabot. So yeah, a bunch of really awesome drawings in this book. And so I really appreciate Steve sending this book my way. He knew I would love it, and I do. So yeah. The drawings of J. Allen St. John, great stuff. And he also sent me this one, which is perfect. It's perfect for the first week of Rocket Summer, which is coming up next month. The first week of Rocket Summer, which is dedicated to science fiction up through the 1930s. And these are all stories that were written in the 1930s, I think, for the most part. This is the best of John W. Campbell. And this has the story Who Goes There, which, of course, is the story that inspired the films The Thing And there is a wonderful illustration of the Thing himself, or the Thing itself, I should say. That's just great. What a great dust jacket. That's amazing. And I've never actually seen this book. Not the hardcover anyway. I don't think I've ever seen this cover. And this cover is amazing. So he saw this. He knew I would want it. So he couldn't resist picking it up for me. And I really appreciate it. And it's full of really cool stories. Many of them I have never read. I think I've read Twilight. We've also got The Machine, The Invaders, Rebellion, Blindness, Elimination, Forgetfulness, Out of the Night, all kinds of really, really cool stuff. And so I had another book I was going to be reading from John W. Campbell that also had Who Goes There in it, but I'll probably switch it over to this one because this one looks awesome. And it looks like it has more stories in it. So I probably will read this. In fact, I almost certainly will read this for the first week of Rocket Summer. And I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, this is great. So he sent that. And he sent another book, which would be perfect for the first week of Rocket Summer. This is Science Fiction of the 30s, which is an anthology edited by Damon Knight. And it's fantastic. I do already have a copy of it, but my copy is completely tattered. It looks like it's been to the moon and back. It's a wreck. This one is really, really nice. So if I were buying books at the moment and I had seen this, in a bookstore, I definitely would have bought it. And so I'm happy that he did because it's just pristine. It's just beautiful. And this particular anthology is great. It has the original illustrations from the old 1930s pulp magazines, tons of stories it reprints in this anthology. It's just great. It's just an awesome anthology. I love these old science fiction anthologies anyway, these old classic vintage anthologies, and this is a good one. This is a really good one. So yeah, this would be good to read for the first week of Rocket Summer, but I doubt I'll have time to squeeze it in because I don't read that fast. I don't read as fast as Steve does. Otherwise, I could, read this in an evening. And the last thing that he sent me is a Robert E. Howard book. So that's always extra exciting. My favorite author of all time, Robert E. Howard. And he sent me this. This is Robert E. Howard's Black Volmea's Vengeance. This is a full-size trade paperback. From when was this edition published? 1977. So I already had the hardcover version of this because Infinite Text, a channel which you should check out, sent me the hardcover version about a month ago. I don't know, but you should check out Infinite Text anyway. I'll link her channel down below because that channel is better than this one. And so you should definitely be watching it because it's amazing. But I got the hardcover from her, and now I got this edition with this fantastic wraparound cover. Look at that. Blood money, treasure, a king's ransom, guarded by a veil of death. Terror! A mysterious stranger who defies time, distance, and destiny to stalk the man he vowed to kill. Lust. A beautiful aristocrat bartered by her uncle to an infamous pirate in an unholy bargain. You want to read this book now, don't you? I didn't know that this softcover edition existed. It's the exact same edition as the Donald Grant edition that I just showed you. So this is really, really cool. I was pretty surprised to get this and pretty happy to get this. It does have illustrations in it. Yeah, there you go. This is pretty cool. So yeah, I've got the hardcover and now I've got the softcover, which, like I said, I didn't know that this even existed, but you find really cool things at the Brattle Bookstore. And this is a really cool thing. So thank you, Steve, for sending me these awesome books. They're all awesome. So there you go. So this next thing, or next pile of stuff, I got from another friend of mine who is a friend of mine that I know in actual life. And he ordered these for me. I didn't know that he was going to order these, but this friend of mine, who shall remain nameless, did. And I was really surprised, but he did. So he sent me a couple of things. And one of those things is like a whole pile of Conan collections from the new series from Titan. So the new Conan comic books, which I have been reading on my tablet. I couldn't get the books because of the 500 book challenge. I did already have this one. I did have this one because I bought this before the 500 book challenge started. So I read that one. And recently, this same friend sent me this when this came out. This is volume 1 of the Savage Sword of Conan, which has the first 3 issues of the new Savage Sword of Conan. So that was awesome to get. I read the original issues, but I haven't read this reprint yet. And so now he sent me all this other Conan stuff. And I think this might be all the other Conan collections that are out right now. I'm not sure, but I think so. So this is volume 2 of the regular color comic book from Titan, thrice marked for death. And so yeah, I had read all of these original issues on the tablet as they were coming out. And I like this storyline a lot, actually. The artist in here is Doug Braithwaite. Doug Braithwaite does the art in here. And yeah, I was pretty happy with it. It's awesome. So yeah, I've got this volume 2, which was thrice marked for death. I've got volume 3, which is The Age Unconquered. And Frozen Faith, which is the 4th trade paperback. And this, I think this is all of them that have come out so far. So I think this goes up to issue 16, I think. I think I've got the first 16 issues collected now. So that's kind of cool. And this is more Braithwaite, I think, in here. So that's cool. But also, he sent me this, which is the Battle of the Black Stone, which is a mini-series which has Conan team up with a bunch of other Robert E. Howard heroes to battle kind of a Lovecraftian creature. I had mixed feelings about this series, as I was reading it. So I've got to read them all again, collected, and see what I think. But one thing he did say is that I have to read these and talk about them on the channel since he sent them to me. And he's right, I should. I probably don't talk enough about this new series. And he also sent me this, which I think just came out. This is Savage Sword of Conan Volume 2. So this has issues 4 to 6 of the new Savage Sword of Conan. And it's really cool. It's all in beautiful black and white, but on really nice paper. So not the newsprint it's actually printed on. Got a Dark Agnes story there, but really nice paper, beautifully printed. I know there were some complaints about the newsprint quality on some of the issues when the original Savage Sword of Conan issues came out, but this is beautiful, so that's fantastic. So he sent that. He sent all of this Conan stuff, which is more than enough, but he also sent me something else, which I didn't even know this existed. And that is this. This is Metal Hurlant. It's French. Hurlant. I can't pronounce anything French. But this was the magazine that inspired Heavy Metal magazine back in the day. Heavy Metal magazine started off as basically reprinting and translating all the French stuff from this magazine. This magazine has been out of print for quite some time, but I guess now it has returned. According to the back, combining pieces from the original run with all new stories by those at the vanguard of modern comics, the sci-fi anthology that inspired countless artists across the entire media landscape to dream bigger, bolder, and weirder is back as a 272 page quarterly anthology. So that's cool. Yeah. So this has kind of a mix of some of the older stories that you would find in this magazine and some newer stuff. I've got Mobius is in here, so that's some older Mobius stuff in here, and some new stuff. And so I have to read this one. This came out of a conversation that I had with this friend of mine by email, where he talked about this magazine, which he is a big fan of. And apparently I said something blasphemous in that exchange, because I said I actually preferred Marvel's Epic Illustrated more than the heavy metal issues that I used to read. And apparently I'm an idiot for even thinking that, even having that opinion. But so now I have to give this another shot. I know that's why this was sent to me. So I would read it and feel differently. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. It is interesting, as this magazine was. I did like heavy metal. Pretty weird stuff. I did like it. And it's been decades since I've read any of it. So yeah, now I have the chance. Because apparently this is a quarterly now. A quarterly book anthology that will be coming out. Oh, and it has articles as well. There's Grumpy Alan Moore. There's Grumpy Alan Moore, who's gonna probably talk in this article how much he hates us comic book fans. Probably, because that's what he usually does when he talks nowadays. Tells us how crappy we are and stupid and all of that for liking what we like, but that's okay. I do like Alan Moore's comics back when he used to do comics. Back before he hated us. So I will definitely read this. I really appreciate getting this. I already let him know. But fantastic stuff. So there you go. That's everything. So I thought I'd just do a little mail haul video. You know, it's mail, book mail. That's all for today. I will catch you next time.